said felicitations, you too.
Oh.
You've been saying that a lot.
I know, I'm sorry.
We just recorded a couple of trailers, and everything that surprised her, she said hello. Hello.
Oh,
Hello. That closed. Okay.
Hello, Regina.
Good. We got Regina.
We're a little bit soft, says
We
Regina.
are soft? Okay, I can fix that easily.
Thank you for letting us know. Hello, Starman.
Oh, I like Starman. He's good people. How's that? Is that better? Are we... It might be like...
Yellow, wicked.
Little adjustments, but...
So how's our sound? Can't hear you over the game.
Okay, I can fix.
We will fix.
Alright, how about that?
Is it better?
You mean you're shouting. Just keep that in mind.
Is it bad?
Can you hear us now?
All the work now. Wow. Rude boy.
A bit, but not quite enough. Okay, gonna go a little more. You bring that down to there. Bring that all the way up here. Okay, maybe that'll work.
Maybe if you could turn it up a bit more.
I mean, I've turned us up as much as I can. That is official.
This picking that up?
No, it's not.
Hold on, look.
Oh, now it is, because I had to crank this up so much.
Okay.
Yeah. He's saying hello something of the Duke of the Appian Way.
Oh, okay.
That's what Dux is, because Jarl is more of an Earl though, so you can't call me a Duke.
What
Duke
about a
and
Duke
Earl.
of Earl?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad I amused somebody. I'm sorry.
Meanwhile, my wife is in the background cracking up, just like dying.
Well, listen, I'm a simple person. I see a joke that's bad, I make it.
Alright, so how's the audio now? Is this at least working?
Yeah, or do we sound alright, guys? Please tell me you heard my bad joke.
I really hope so. We're watching the chat with bated breath. Sounds okay, says Starman. Okay, that'll work for me. Here we go. Alright, so we could do 2 players, right?
We could, or
but I'm also thinking
we could do 3 players and they could be the third person.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. So we're gonna do. It's gonna be short. We're gonna do a short game.
We're not gonna skip it like the thing, though.
No, we're not gonna go skip crazy.
Speed demons.
All right. So sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid. Sometimes. But always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Okay, so player 1. Who's gonna be player 1?
You could be player 1.
I'm player 1.
It's your channel.
Okay. I'm gonna go with that. All right. Name is not Oz or Yellow. It's gonna be custom.
So, Starman is saying that we are still a little quiet, but it's working.
Okay. Okay. So another thing I could do to fix that is just bring this down even more. And then I can also bring that down some to, like, there. Okay.
They want the cool guy. I don't know who the cool guy is, but I'm assuming it's gonna be,
Oh, it's definitely gonna be, the zombie.
the zombie.
Yeah.
His name is usually Brian. Okay.
And that's you, right?
That me. Okay. Me. So, this was my character's name in Undertale, so I'm gonna stick with it.
Okay. So they want the cool guy.
What should his name be?
Chat, obviously.
Chat, you're right, Chat.
Not Chad, but Chat.
I think its name should be
Because
Chad.
I would never name a person Chad. I think that's a terrible offense.
It is.
So it'll be Chat. There we go.
All caps.
So's my name, so it's whatever.
Wow, I'm the only cultured one here.
Yeah. Yarlius, Chat, and Goliath.
Why are you screaming your name?
that is how my name is spelled. Excuse me.
Starman.
Do we want to talk about how you didn't know how to actually spell your name until you were
We're gonna just out me like that right now? Okay, so my name is Tatelyn.
Mm-hmm.
Like Caitlyn, but with a T, right?
Yes.
So I go by Tate, and to make it easier, I have added the E since because it has my A actually has like a little
asterisk. Accent.
Yeah.
It's an accent.
Listen, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
It has an accent over it. I did not know that my A had an accent over it until like high school because my mother just never told me. So it was making my life so much more complicated when I put Tate without the E. So, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted the pronouns to be it, and they wanted his name to be Bruce. But that's that.
All right, too bad. I mean, it's too late now. I can't go back.
Sorry, guys. Your name's Chat.
So we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 2 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire.
Sweet baby boy. Baby boy.
Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart.
My Bob.
Liam DeLeoncourt, 4XX age, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Polly Geist, 22, question mark? A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all of the wrong things. And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business.
Regina says they want to go for Miranda, but she's the only one that's chimed in so far.
Yeah. It was clear. It had to be one of them. But who? We only had 2 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 2 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Yeah, and we're ready to start this game already.
You're ready to start.
Oh, yeah. Okay, welcome to the stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. I already know what kind of sicko she is. That's
why he,
Monster Prom, stupidest pop quiz ever, trademark. We'll throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats.
You couldn't be the demon because the demon is actually a dating option, unless you were talking about the fire girl, to which we were not sure that that's who you were speaking of. Sorry.
Well, they said the cool guy.
Yeah, so I'm assuming they were talking about Brian.
Zombie, yeah.
But the demon is Damien, and you can date him.
Yeah.
And I think he's a good boy.
This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. You think he's a good boy?
No.
Okay, thanks. Let's start. Okay, so my turn. The coolest reality show would be people in positions of power must face all sorts of questions relevant to their field, and if they fail, they lose their jobs and society wins. Seems logical. 12 experts on the various acts of seduction live live in a house where they must face a common challenge, seducing a potato into marriage somehow. I don't think I'd like that. 8 rich people fight in weekly challenges to see who's the best at giving money to me. Yes.
I want the potato one.
You want the potato one? Alright. Okay, chat, your turn. Which of those 3 answers do you want? 1, 2, or 3?
Oh, you are the zombie, by the way.
Yeah, Regina wanted to play the fire girl.
Okay, Regina votes 1.
Okay. Alright, it makes sense. Logical. Okay, Regina. The demon seems cool.
The demon is cool, and my friend does a voiceover for him that's like spot on, so good. He's like speaks from like the back of his nose and the back of his throat.
Like this?
No, like this.
I like that. This is the demon's voice?
No.
No.
Kind of.
Kind of.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Alright, Regina's the only one that's chimed in still.
Alright, well I'm gonna go with it. Number 1 it is.
Alright.
Boom.
You're so smart.
You're very smart, Regina. Alright, which inanimate object do you think would make the best girlfriend or boyfriend provided you went criminally insane? So I have to be criminally insane first.
Okay.
Alright.
Wow, far stretch.
A dildo. Duh.
Mm-hmm.
An ATM. Sugar baby life, here I come. I actually like that answer.
Mm-hmm.
A human-sized pillow depicting a character created by myself. As a matter of fact, I have all the needed paperwork and I'm only waiting for the consecutive narrow-minded laws of our country to finally step forward into waifu and husbando territory, as was clearly intended by God.
All of these answers, they're all good.
I went with the ATM, because I do not actually have this done, in fact.
I have a waifu pillow. But I have a husbando pillow,
This
actually.
is your answer?
I just sleep with it because it's comfy. I would pick a dildo.
Okay. Oh, it looks like they finally caught up.
Okay.
A little bit too late there. Oh, sociopathic kind of insane.
I mean, that was my second choice.
So, I see more threes there than anything else.
Yes, and I'm hoping it's for this question.
An ATM does not immediately include the money inside. Touche, but I mean, I think look how happy she is.
I kind of screwed myself over though because a dildo is only good for one thing, and I have hands, so like, man, I really should have picked the pillow. Starman says 2. Regina's saying 3, and I'm assuming Wicked is actually saying 3 for this one, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I could see Wicked, having met Wicked, I can totally see him with a waifu pillow. I can totally see Wicked with a waifu pillow.
Wicked is saying 3, and he I'm surprised I didn't ask who the pillow was of. Just throwing it out there.
Alright, so for me, what would be a deal breaker for a potential lover? The person lacks taste, the person is boring, the person lacks manners, the person is mediocre, the person is a coward, or the person hates the outdoors. Which one of those would be a deal breaker for me? Probably boring. Yeah, no, that would be a deal breaker for me. If you're boring, like, what the hell, you know?
I'm glad I'm not boring.
No, you're
feel,
not boring.
Feel good.
You're not boring.
I'm gonna say manners. You cannot be a dick.
Okay. Alright, checked. Doesn't like elves.
Basically. Okay, so Regina's saying manners, Starman's saying boring. Wicked is saying 4. Which would be the person's mediocre, or would it be the person's boring, or what?
I think Wicked probably means mediocre.
That's what I was.
You guys are gonna have to come to a consensus here, because everybody on a different answer. I'll just randomize it.
Seven. Thanks,
elves.
Wicked.
Elves.
Thanks.
It's about the elves. Manners, boring, or mediocre?
Okay, he said mediocre.
Yeah.
So that's 3 different answers, guys.
Yeah. Not helping me out here. Well, those two are mostly the same, so we're going to go with mediocre. There it is. I picked for you. Boom. Alright.
Plus, it's all 3 of us got different answers now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
Yeah.
Alright.
And we're going to do, I'm thinking for when it's like...
The tiebreakers.
The tiebreakers. Should we have it roll, or should we do the debates?
I feel like the debates are
fair.
Fun, but we should have it roll ultimately. But we can still do the debates technically, just for fun.
So it's the morning, and I go first, and I am
You're
not very creative. I'm going to go to the auditorium. That day while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves had descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school plays standards. I gain 2 creativity. Boom. You catch Polly floating up on the catwalk, muttering to herself. She perks up when she sees you. Oh man, perfect. I need some advice. Scott was nervous about signing up for the talent show, so I promised him I'd sign up too. But I don't know what to do, because she's a ghost. Sex having and drug doing are banned on stage after my act last year, and I can't think of any other talents. I don't want to back out, but I don't want to...
She's the worst influence.
But I don't want to do something lame just because, you know? What would you do if you were me? Find new ways to break the rules, obviously. Besides look through walls at naked people, because duh.
I would watch that, though.
Huh?
I would watch that.
The suicide medley?
Yes. something actually really moving.
Yeah, but this is Polly.
That's true.
I know Polly well enough to know that.
That's true. She'd probably do.
I don't think either of these answers are good.
Or very her. No.
And I think this is gonna bite me in the butt. But I'm gonna say, hello, twerking? Not so fun. There's a reason I didn't think of it. This is hard for me to talk about, but I have a ghost butt. I just hurt her feelings.
Look at her eyes.
I have a butt outside of time and space.
Me too, girl.
Frozen the way it was when I died. It looks flippin' amazing, but it's
Hello,
got
Andrew.
no
You are just in time. We just started.
Do you understand what I'm telling you?
There's no.
I'm telling you, my booty. Whoa. Polly slowly fades from view, sorrow on her face. You're pretty sure she's just messing with you because you've seen her twerking before. Anyway, you lose 2 charm and 1 fun. I knew those answers were not going to be good.
I need boldness because you're at creativity, and I don't remember where boldness is.
That would be the bathroom.
It's the bathroom, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Look at that face. That day you skipped classes just to hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. Literally zapping yourself with a car battery. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms.
It's true.
You give +0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. There's a great commotion in the bathroom, as there usually is in the school's coolest hangout. You see Miranda, Liam, and Scott all crowded around the mirror. Oh, right there. You see that spot right there? Don't poke me, Scott. And no, I don't see it. That's the whole point. Vampire, remember? No reflection. How horrid it must be. How about you do the girl voices?
No, I'm curious.
No. I think you gotta do the girl voices. This will be so much more fun. Yeah. You're an actress. You can do this. That's exactly what she sounds like.
That's what she sounds like. She sounds like a teapot.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
How hard it must be not to gaze upon your reflection for hours and hours each day. Oh my god, I love her. Okay, I have servants whose jobs it is to hold up mirrors for me, and then a second set of servants who hold up their arms so they don't get tired.
Oh, good point. Liam, maybe you need servants. I could be your servant for the day. I could hold your mirror real good. It doesn't matter who would be holding the mirror. I won't have a reflection. All I want to do is see the spot where I'm considering putting a double helix triple gauge real faux chimera scale cheek piercing. It needs to be at least half a centimeter left
stand Liam.
and 3 centimeters down from where anyone else would pierce their cheek.
You don't need a mirror for that. I just pierce... Oh, excuse me. I can just pierce it for you right now. You trust me, right? Right?
Anyway, there must be some way to inspect the potential spot, even sans reflection. Surgically remove Liam's face so he can see it for himself. Use found materials to create a perfect replica of Liam.
This isn't going to help me get my stupid boy. Use...
I'm not helping you. I think I know the right answer. I love their faces
use
right
found
now.
materials.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to go. Ooh, not
I
too
don't like
creative.
you anyway, boy.
Well, I do love avant-garde art.
And I just love arts and crafts in general. Daddy still has my
Peasant
skull mosaic from 3rd grade on his fridge.
Let's do it! Go Team Art! Scott rips a metal bar off the wall and begins to bend it into a vaguely humanoid form. Miranda inserts an absurd amount of gold into the tampon machine and uses her supply to get to work replicating Liam's outfit.
Okay.
Before long, they finish their masterpiece. I may not be able to see my reflection, but I know I don't look like that.
I think he does.
It's true. On the floor is like 4 unspooled rolls of toilet paper topped with a pile of tampons and covered in liquid soap, which is just making the toilet paper soggy. Why did you think unskilled high school monsters would be able to create a photorealistic sculpture out of bathroom supplies? You lose 2 smarts and 1 creativity.
I feel like I look like Liam right now.
Jerk.
Okay, guys.
So where's the chat going?
Where should you guys
go? So we've got the library. We have class, library, outdoors, and gym. The class will help you with smarts. Library will help you with money. Outdoors will help you with fun. And gym will help you with
charisma.
Charm.
Yeah, no, it is charm.
It is charm.
Yeah.
This is charm.
They're getting weird buffering on their ends.
Get all the smarts.
Smart.
Man, you're already pretty smart.
Yeah, you guys got 9 smart.
This guy's such a stick in the mud. Please remove his face.
Jim's the star man.
I think we're going to let Regina pick this time, and then we'll let somebody else pick next time. That way we can just keep the pace going. Boom, 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 boom.
It's got static in the audio.
Audio and... There are other ways we can try this with the audio.
Can you guys hear us okay right now?
Well, what I'm thinking is we can set it over to the headset.
It might be the easiest
Rebalance, and then but one of us won't be able to hear the game sounds.
It's just...
Okay. We're gonna give this a shot. We're gonna give this a shot, and in the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and send you guys to class. Boop. All right.
That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons.
It occurs to me that I don't think I'll be able to actually get that to transfer over, but we'll try.
We're gonna try.
Yeah, it's still on the. Yeah, I might have to.
It's fine. There's just a bit of background noise, is what Regina's saying.
Okay, fine, whatever. We'll stick with it then.
If it gets too unbearable, though, you guys let us know.
Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts.
Smart.
The teacher hands back your latest test. Vera glares at hers, and her snake's hissing. Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm her too?
Yes, you're all the girls.
No, I want to hear your Vera voice. This is ridiculous. I mean...
This is ridiculous.
An A+ is nice, sure. But look at this joke of a test. Monster history? What's the point of this? Nobody's ever become a millionaire thanks to their knowledge of monster history. This high school isn't preparing me for real life. Blah. It's just preparing me for mediocrity. This is outrageous. I'm allergic to mediocrity. You there, I need a pep talk. Tell me about my bright career prospects. My job skills are being the best, having fabulous hair, and telling people they're ugly. There's got to be a job out there for me, and you're going to tell me what it is. Hi, Reptile King. This is Monster Prom. She has reptiles in her hair.
You missed a line.
Right now.
Okay. Have you considered judging reality television? I hear there's an opening for America's Next Top Monster, or Who Needs College? The financial system is designed to benefit sociopaths just like you. Look, I've worked out the perfect investment strategy on this spreadsheet.
Yes, meet your new bae. She has snakes in her hair.
Oh my god, Reptile
She's
King would love
perfect for
her.
him.
Oh yeah.
I don't like her. Well, what about Miranda's probably the next reptile kind of.
So that was Regina saying that. Like, this Vera is right up Reptile King's alley.
Yeah.
You haven't met Baylita yet in Warhammer 2. No. Yeah. This is like this Reptile, you're right. This is like Kalita meets reptiles.
Vera is a bitch. That's probably why you don't like her, Regina. That's why I like her.
All right, so they're voting 2. We're going to go with 2. Boom.
She's so
You guys are so smart. Wow, a way to make money and support businesses that make life worse for poor people? You're a genius. I just told you.
You took my... excuse me? Eye covered? Sit down? Yeah. Just look at all these investment opportunities. A toy store that sells guns to toddlers. A construction company that only bulldozes ugly people's houses. This company is just a building giant missile to blow up the moon. And the ROI is incredible. Ruining lives has always been a hobby of mine. I didn't know it could be such lucrative.
Yeah.
Yeah, so lucrative.
And you didn't know unethical business practices could be so romantic. You gain +2 money and +1 creativity. The chat is the only one that's been successful so far.
I was about to say, good job, guys. We suck, you don't. All right, so this is just for funsies. We are going to roll, I think. But let's see. Say your... What the hell? I wanted to try it.
Oh, well, I thought we were going to roll, though.
Yeah, we were going to roll, but I just wanted to shout insanity. I thought it would be fun.
What was the...
I don't know.
Yeah, okay, so we'll just randomize
it.
Okay. Alright, you're first, I'm second, Chat's third. Perfect. That works for me.
Okay.
We might just always make Chat third, that way they have a chance to, like, see all the scenarios.
That makes a lot more sense, yeah.
Alright.
That's why we should do the thingy.
Yeah, we'll do the thingy.
Okay. Send me to my boy.
Oh, you're going here?
Yeet.
You sit down to enjoy a nice normal meal at the Spooky High cafeteria, as usual. Lol, JK. Something fucked up is always going on here, and today is no different. Oh, hello, Galia. Did you want to come sit with us and our imaginary friend? No one else is here. Their imaginary friend roars, and the whole cafeteria shakes. Okay, Galia, you have some smarts. You're probably going to figure out this out pretty quickly. Why do we have a wild beast under our table? Why don't you take a guess? He's asking you to guess because we totally forgot our plan. Scott! No, we didn't. Shut up. We were going to teach it the piano, or maybe the saxophone? I lost my notes. No worries. No notes needed. You know exactly what they should do with this wild beast. The wild beast should be the new school mascot. Put him in a sports jersey and let's rock. Go team! It's obvious you brought such a beast to the kitchen to turn it into the next Monster Chef's champion so you can split the big Monster Chef cash prize.
Mascot.
You want the mascot. Here we go. Oh, that's a great idea! I'm pretty sure Spooky High already has a mascot, but you know what they say, the more mascots the merrier. I really don't think they say that. Well, they should. If most schools only have one mascot, having multiple mascots will be one more thing that makes our amazing school even more extra special. I can see it now. The Spooky High wild beast that Scott and Damien kept under a table. Rah, rah, wild beast! Eat the other team and make a feast, and try not to get an infection from yeast.
I love him so much. He's so stupid. I'm literally dating a golden, retriever right now, except for he's not golden.
Try not to get any infection from yeast. Actually, that chant is pretty dope. Galia, thank you tons. The wild beast mascot sure will be fun. If you ask me, I owe you one. If you were to nitpick, you could point out that tons and one's fun don't even rhyme.
Listen, it's an off rhyme. Leave him alone.
But why would you nitpick such an adorable and genuine display of affection from darling Scott?
Right. Galia, by the way.
Galia? Okay.
Galia.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to this table where clearly all of the cool people are.
I'm going to be talking to myself just like you were talking to yourself. Oh, I didn't even see the intergalactic prince.
Oh, no.
It's okay.
We can send them to the prince.
He is a meathead, and I love him.
You find Vera and Polly at their table, deep in conversation. All right, business idea. People, right, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm not used to having a partner.
I was going to say something I forgot.
Maybe read the lines.
Wow, you're a hog. No, maybe you should read the lines.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to go make us some drinks.
All right, business idea.
People we're at.
Pay a monthly subscription to prevent me from drugging their food. Business idea. People pay me a monthly subscription, put drugs in their food. Business idea. Price out the cafeteria's current food supplier by selling plastic food. Business idea. Nipples. Just nipples? Yeah. Okay. Wait. Business idea. Use clever marketing and food science to create the perfect new diet craze and sell it for an insane profit. That's actually a really good idea. Better than nipples? Yes. We just need to figure out what our new diet product will be. Alright, guys, your options are... Hold on,
Well, it's my option.
Alright! You, over there, your options are tapeworms. They're gluten-free, dairy-free, 100% organic, and you can get them for free from sick cows. Or meth. It's what's for lunch.
Oh, this one isn't even a challenge.
Yeah, we know the answer because...
I'm going for...
He's going for the ghost girl.
Actually, with my money where it is, I should probably go after Vera at this stage. I should probably
bad idea.
I think I'm going to pivot. I'm going to go, since I'm already wealthier than most, I'm going to go tapeworms.
What a delicious idea. But what about for, ghosts and stuff? Ghosts will lose weight, too. We'll just sell ghosts of tapeworms alongside the living ones, naturally. Where are you going to get ghosts, tapeworms? I'm reading it backwards. Simple. I'll just kill tapeworms with unfinished business, which is pretty much any tapeworm, honestly. They're very ambitious. Well, all of my objections to this plan are solved. Scam away.
Soon, Vera's new slender friends are all the rage in the cafeteria, and she seems to tolerate your presence even more. And everybody's losing weight. Vodka.
I was like, did you give me Grey Goose?
Yeah, that was Grey Goose vodka. All right, chat. So you have 3 tables. You can either talk to, if you want to spend some money, this is the shop person. This is the intergalactic
Go to
prince.
the prince. He's the best character.
He is from another dimension.
If you've ever seen Oran High School Host Club, he is Tamaki. Done.
Or we could talk to Miranda and Liam.
Liam sucks. Miranda's great.
Tabor eggs were an actual diet pill in the 1920s. Oh!
I want to go for the mermaid girl.
Mermaid girl? Okay.
I'm really mad at myself. I shot too soon. Okay, so Andrew said the prince, so that's 1-on-1, guys. Somebody has to be the tiebreaker here. So we need either Reptile King or Wicked to chime in, or Starman.
We just need a tiebreaker real quick.
So, Mermaid, Wicked says.
Boom. You notice
Look at
Liam.
her outfit. I'm sorry.
You notice Liam looking disgruntled, which is his default, so whatever. But it seems like Miranda is pretty upset too. Better check it out.
Boo-hoo. Liam, why are you typing on your phone so angrily? Did your phone offend you in some way? Why are you mad at it? You seem to be an 8.5 on the Frowny Liam scale.
The what?
The Frowny Liam scale. Normally I can tell how people are feeling from their faces, but you seem to be frowning most of the time, so I created a chart to measure your frowniness.
Miranda pulls out a notepad and displays a series of doodles of Liam's frowniness. They are not super accurate, but they are super adorable. I am not angry at my phone. My so-called frowniness is caused by a heinous error. I specifically asked that my creative creme brulee be extra crispy so it truly popped with my hashtag massacre Instagram filter.
Oh, Jesus.
Instead, they burnt it to a crisp, rendering it unphotographable.
Rude.
Monsters deserve to know what they're getting into if they choose to eat at this cafeteria, so they could choose to take their business to a different establishment. And so I'm writing a scathing Yelp review.
Do it. Liam, you can't do that. If they shut the cafeteria down, the school's kitchen staff will lose their jobs. Did you know that peasants have to do labor to make living wages? They don't simply have an unlimited store of gold. I was shocked when I first found out.
Of course you were. If the kitchen staff wanted to earn their wages, they should have been better at their jobs. I am simply the merchant of truth.
No, you're the merchant of poop.
Your royal sophistication shines through. Look, ask Chat. His taste may tend towards the mainstream, but surely he can see this subpar cafeteria must be exposed.
Don't be ridiculous. Chat is surely more compassionate than that and would gladly help me save the cafeteria again.
Again? Gosh, it's hard to keep track of your misadventures at this shit show of a school. Still, you'll help. You'll help if you can. Okay, so Miranda can't undermine Liam's admittedly talented criticism alone. This will take an army of hopeless people we pay to write positive Yelp reviews of the cafeteria until we eclipse Liam's. Or Liam, one lone voice simply cannot shut down this cafeteria, at least not the voice of a high schooler. Let's get a renowned food critic to write a Pulitzer-worthy expose to be published in the most widely read periodicals.
Good luck with this one, Chat.
Bum review bombs. That's what Disney does.
I do like Liam's sweater.
Oh, Burn. He says Burn. Regina says 1 because she's going for Miranda. Miranda's
a good choice. She's super cute.
I think Wicked also was going for the mermaid. Sorry, Liam.
Yeah, because he's feeling fishy. That's what he said.
You got a great sweater, but nope.
But you're a boring motherfucker. Why, of course, this plan involves 2 of my most favorite strategies. Gathering an army and outsourcing work for the disenfranchised.
Yep.
If it involved torture and suppression of I can't read fast tonight. Descendants, it would...
Dissidents.
Yeah, that's the word. Would hit all of my favorites, but there might still be time for that later. Ow. Dissidents. How did I miss that?
I don't even have a response to this. You go to the vast homeless population who wander the woods near the school, don't ask, and convince them the cafeteria is a trendy new restaurant that sells food for the most valuable currency of all, positive Yelp reviews.
God. They don't like Liam, by the way, at all.
Turns out people are pretty gullible when they're starving, so they flock to the cafeteria in droves and start writing spectacular reviews on their phones. Because now homeless people have phones of their own, it seems they kept all the unwanted blackberries. Remember blackberries? Yeah, me neither.
Oh my God.
Miranda Vanderbilt says Principal Giant Spider bursting into the cafeteria with eight-legged panache. Stop bringing droves of homeless people into our cafeteria.
But Principal Giant Spider, it was absolutely vital to the vitality of this school.
You said that the last 5 times. You can't solve all your problems by manipulating homeless people. Notorious PCS storms out.
Principal Giant Spider.
Principal Giant Spider. But Miranda looks perfectly chipper.
Oh, he may pretend to be upset, but I think the subtext was pretty clear. Thank you, Miranda and chat, for saving the entire school like the beautiful heroes you are.
That's 100% a lie, but Miranda called you beautiful. Aw, it's a win!
They're doing so good.
They are, yeah, the chat's doing great right now.
Alright,
so this time, what's going to happen here is Tate and I are going to choose an object. We're going to debate based off of what the next prompt is. You all in the chat decide which one of us did the best job debating it, or whatever it says. And then, and then we're just going to throw them in last because they're the chat.
Feather duster.
Shot glasses. Feather duster, shot glass. Okay, here we go. Player order is decided based on how cool the next indie sensation
Feather duster night or shot glass night.
Shot glass night would be, where the hero's main weapon is a selected object. Start debating now. I'll let you go first. Go ahead.
I would watch somebody try to defend their life with a fucking feather duster. On guard. Just tickle their nose. You could just throw the shot glasses. It's not as fun, in my opinion.
My rebuttal.
Feather duster night.
And that is the end of my rebuttal.
Lennon's
The new boss for Shovel Knight. Yep.
I don't know. I think it'd be pretty amusing to watch.
I'm pretty sure you won.
I don't know. Guys, what do you think? Baby Eldritch.
That's a good one.
You should have been vodka. Vodka night. He has to defend himself with vodka. Oh my god, it would just be a drunk person be like, you know what? I'm tired of this.
Das Vidonia.
They're not being very helpful.
Yeah, okay, so it's gonna go like that. There we go. Boom, boom,
thank
boom.
You. You're very kind.
Mm-hmm.
Bing bong, bing bong. Let's go to get more creativity, please.
So, over here.
Yeep.
That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you totally forgot your lines. It's terrible. But you don't let that get you down. You start improvising all your lines.
Nerd.
And it's marvelous. Somehow it enhances the path of the play in unexpected ways, and that's saying something since half of your improvisation is a rap battle against your inner fears.
Oh my god, that sounds terrible.
You gain +2 creativity.
Sigh, what was me? Sigh. Why are you here, sweetheart?
Could Miranda possibly be doing this because she wants attention? Only one way to find out.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. As I was standing here, suffering gallantly in silence.
She did, and she wasn't, but okay.
I had the most tragic injustice befall me earlier this morning. I was rejected from our school's water polo team. They claimed I was mistaking about how polo was conducted underwater. Excuse me, but I was raised underwater. How is one even supposed to play water polo without a heavily armored seahorse as a mount? How, I ask you? Perhaps I offended them when I implied that they were too impoverished, right? Impoverished?
Yes.
To afford some sea steeds. If so, why would I love to make reparations? I can't speak. But it may be too soon for me to show my face. Would you be so kind as to take them the gift of this omelet to begin the healing? I am told that peasants consider eggs to be a delicacy.
Obviously. And what would make make the gesture even better is a personal touch
Oh
of...
my god, eggs are terrible.
Toppings, caviar, eel, chocolate-covered sand crabs. They'll never forget this was a present
she's
from
a mermaid.
Mer princess.
No. An elegant stenciled card with your sincerest apologies, a list of all their fears, and a bundle of compromising photographs. That one.
Ooh.
Oh yes, how better to show that I am truly making an effort to get to know them on the most personal of levels. I shall do their names in beautiful calligraphy, print their fears in gold leaf, and I shall adorn their compromising nudes with adorable glitter stickers. Wow. I love her. I may have been misunderstood before, but how could anyone misinterpret this kind gesture? Take the omelet and make sure to take lots of pictures of them eating the eggs, so we can all remember how generous I was.
With a kiss on the cheek, Miranda hands you the omelet and waves you on your way. You gain +2 smarts and +1 charm. Good job.
Nudes.
Oh my god. Wow. I'm gonna go for some charm here at the gym before I start trying to go to bank on money.
I thought you were gonna say before I try to bang Vera. I really was waiting for you to say bang Vera.
That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm.
Good job.
Later, you see Polly floating around, her ghostly glow less ghastly than usual. Oh, hey, Yar. Oh, go ahead. Go for it. That's all you.
Wow! Do you see this, chat? I feel like I'm just getting kicked out of this performance, slowly but surely. First one director tells me to do one thing, and then he tells me to do another. I wonder what that's like. Oh, hey, Jarlius, what is it?
Yarlius.
I'm just hovering a little too low today. Everyone seems so hyped about love, and I love being hyped. But I'm not really sure how this love thing works, you know? I thought I was in love once. I met a beautiful girl at a party, and I felt this strange magic. My temperature rose. I felt even floatier than usual. Everything was so bright and beautiful, I was ecstatic. But then I remembered that I had taken literal ecstasy, so it probably was just that. Classic mistake, am I right? I've had some pretty good highs, but they say being in love is the greatest high of all. The next time I'm on a date with someone, what can I do to fall in love? Or float in love, since gravity doesn't actually affect me.
Oh, you don't want Polly to float in love with another person, but you like Polly just too much to not help her, despite the consequences. Scientifically speaking, people fall in love faster when afraid. Do something fun with them, like getting stabbed. Stare deeply into their eyes for 14 hours. I'm so gonna blink. I'm definitely gonna blink.
Oh, that's not fair. My eyes are watering.
Oh! Yes! Yes! Okay. I think getting stabbed is gonna be the more fun one, but I'm not a fun person.
They're saying stabby too.
Stab, okay. Hey, it worked! I'm smart!
Instead of stare at each other's eyes, I glare at each other.
Oh my god, great.
I love science. I mean, I don't, but I love it when it gets me drugs or gets me laid. Loved, not laid, loved. In love.
With that, Polly disappears, literally, to begin her quest for the terror that is love. She catches up to you a few days later. Oh, fast forward.
Hey! So I went on a Tinder date the other night with this super cute humanoid. And I took him to getting stabbed party, just like you suggested. It was awesome. He was so terrified. It was like each time a knife entered him, he got more scared. And more in love with me. Then the day continued because he bled out and died and became a ghost, so we had even more in common. Wow, good job. Like, I'm over it now, obviously, but I'm pretty sure I was in love for like 15 whole minutes.
Oh, wow.
I'm very proud of her. Next time I'm going to try and work my way up to 25.
Ooh. Polly in love for 25 minutes? Maybe the next time it will be with you. Maybe you'll even make it to 50 minutes. Or eternity. Either way, you've opened up Polly's heart, metaphorically, to love, and gained +2 charm and +1 smarts in the process. Yeah! Alright, chat. Where are we going?
You can do a paint drying stream while staring. I'm going to change my shirt because I'm sweating.
Okay, so chat, we've got available locations. We can go to the class to gain more smarts. We can go to the library to earn some more money. We can go outdoors to gain some fun. And those are the only ones that we can go to right now that would benefit you. Fun is the trait that you're the lowest in right now. You can also go to the bathroom, so if you'd like to spend some of your money and gain some items. Andrew Walker says gain fun. Wicked says bathrooms. Regina says charm. Unfortunately, since I went to the gym, you guys cannot. So Wicked still says go to the bathroom and get some items. Yeah, you can see the little icons. It'll tell you what each location grants. But if you see where my character's face is and where Tate's character's face is, those areas you can no longer go to.
Sorry, guys.
So it's either go to the bathrooms to spend some money, or it's go to the outdoors to gain some fun. Oh, and Regina's saying go to the library to gain some money. So Regina picked the last one. I say we let Wicked pick this one. No. We're gonna let Andrew pick this one.
Yeah, let Andrew do it.
Yeah, there we go. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. You're enjoying one of your high school's famed raves because, duh, that's the kind of thing that happens at high school, right? You look across the way and notice that Vera is making eye contact with you. Granted, there's a chance that she's trying to turn you to stone, but it actually seems like it might be a positive. It's at that moment that an interdimensional rift opens up and out pops the interdimensional prince. Greetings, students of Spooky High! I am honored to attend your schoolyard rave!
So much. Oh, okay, you'd actually remember to let me go. Isn't that weird prince who always is crashing our events? Why is he like this? As royalty, doesn't he have anything better to do?
Why am I here? What a foolish question, my lady love. I am here at your invitation.
I'm going to go with no way in hell did I invite you.
Ah, but my beautiful stony-faced snake-haired angel, I have your invite right here, tucked inside my suit, close to my heart. The interdimensional prince pulls out an invitation with a flourish and hands it to Vera.
First of all, we don't send out invites to these things. They happen randomly. Second of all, this clearly is a forgery.
You pierce me to my very core. How could you say such a thing?
Hi, Pete! Oh, I'm sorry. I know people here, too. It's, you know who it is? What was his name in... He was Great Expectations, the lead.
Oh, cool.
Hi.
Pip.
It's Pip.
Hello, chum.
I'm assuming Lee and Bree are here, too. Okay, sorry. To start with, you spelled Vera and Oberlin wrong. Also, it's written on stationery that says, from the desk of the interdimensional prince.
Ah, well. I did think it was a very sweet touch of yours to make me feel so at home. Vera turns to you.
How do I get rid of him without starting a war? Wars are so expensive.
Looks like this is your chance to impress Vera. You turn to the interdimensional prince and say, what's the chat going to say? Number 1, only the finest dancers in the land may attend an Oberlin rave. You must dance the drunken paranoid monkey salsa on point perfectly. There is no dance, silly. This alternate dimension is an alternate dimension where no one's real.
Bum, bum, bum.
I feel like that's the kind of one that you would fall for.
So we're getting 2 twos so far.
Oh, that's a battalion of 2s. Everybody's going 2.
Lots of 2s. Okay.
Lots of 2. All right, here we go. Alternate dimension. You are not so charming to make this happen, it seems.
Oof.
This is an alternate dimension. Why? That's what I've been looking for this entire time!
Love him so much.
It's like how in a dream, you're the only person whose actions matter. Well, shouldn't the exact same principle apply in an alternate dimension in which only I am real? Allow me to clarify. As the prince of my dimension, I'm already the only person who really matters. But it's nice to be able to mean that literally. So if I were to draw my sword and run it through every monster here, it wouldn't matter.
Oh my god, no.
I could burn this entire alternate dimension to the ground as it's
Miranda,
really
save the cafeteria.
an alternate dimension from the alternate dimension in which you, my sweet, albeit fake in this instance, live, Vera.
Whoa. Let's not be hasty here. I already have to deal with Damien almost torching this place every day.
Damien? But surely this is alternate Damien, so what does it matter if alternate Damien burns down alternate Spooky Eye, alternate Vera?
Okay, this shit is getting really old really fast. I'm not alternate Vera, I'm just Vera. And this isn't alternate chat, it's just chat. Whose shitty plan nearly got everyone stabbed and the school burned down.
Why then, this dance really is happening, and I really am in attendance.
Yeah, I guess you are. Better than getting stabbed. Maybe. I'm going to go see Polly's making WC wine. Have a great time with the Prince chat. He's your problem now.
You won't have a great time with the interdimensional prince at all. Even alternate chat wouldn't have a great time with the interdimensional prince. You lose several hours of your life to the interdimensional prince's extolling of the virtues of being the only person who matters in any given dimension. And you also lose 2 smarts and 1 fun.
They're on our track now.
Those were some good traits to lose. Something's
gonna
happen to, I'm guessing,
you.
Me! Okay, alright. All right.
I love him, Regina.
That weekend, you decide to take some rest from your very wacky day-to-day adventures and enjoy some refined pleasures instead. So you go to an art exhibition with your most sophisticated friends, Vera, Liam, Miranda, Chat, and
Gallia.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
The delicacies of pictorial art.
It's so nice, and there are always a lot of kings and queens and princesses. Yes, art is quite fun. I love how wicked, it can get. The government is always trying to say movies and video games make people violent, but I think it's not fair.
I'm gonna wait 5 seconds so that Wicked can take a screenshot. Because he can even use, like, the little skull and the spooky ghost in the chat box. He can use the font. There you go, Wicked. That's
Peter,
for you.
Why would I hurt you? I'm confused. He entered chat saying, Tate, don't hurt me. We missed it. It's all the way up here.
Aw.
Don't hurt me, Tate. Art has been way more violent for centuries before movies and video games were even created. Like, look at this one. This dude, Saturn, is totally eating his own baby. That's not nice. Here, let me practice one of my family's most beloved customs. Censorship!
I love how I could feel you just like, censorship! Just the way you stared at me. Great delivery.
Thanks.
Miranda gets some crayons and colors over the painting, so Saturn is now eating a delicious sandwich.
Yum. And voila! This is quite a nice Saturn of events.
Not sure which is worse, you horribly desecrating a valuable piece of art, or that terrible pun.
You leave my
But the
fish
owner of the
alone.
exhibition seems quite certain of which is worse. What have you done? You rascals have destroyed a classic piece of art worth millions. You'll have to pay me back for this. By painting a new piece of art as good as that one was, and you can't leave until you've compensated me.
Oh no, who has the most money? That's going to be the...
Dang.
You have to remember who has the
How
most money.
can you, a high schooler, paint something as good as a piece revered worldwide? Obviously, by teaming up with one of your friends, who despite also being high schoolers, are at least very artsy high schoolers, but which one?
Okay, chat. We have to guess who has the most creativity. Is it me or is it you guys? Because I don't remember. Andrew was saying chat. I know mine is. I know mine is high, but I don't. I think that they might be right. I think it's If you're gonna do it on my phone.
I was about to go back and scroll back and see.
I mean, I could. if Chat.
It says, so Chat had a terrible vacuum cleaner accident last year and was forced to get a hand transplant. And word is he received Goya's actual hands.
She did the same thing.
I can't find rewind the video. Galia knows all kinds of weird colors like Bordeaux, Marsala, and turquoise, which means she is either a skilled artist or a douchebag smartass.
It's me. I'm a douchebag smartass, guys. Also, it's not letting me rewind either.
Okay. I don't have that capability. All right.
Okay, guys. So we're gonna take a chance.
I'm gonna go with you.
You think so? You think it's me?
You have been to the
creativity place. They didn't.
Yes, and they have not.
They're the most smart, I think.
Yes, they are the smarter one.
Okay, let's
pretty sure you're the most creative.
Yeah, I think it's me too. What?
You're only creative 5.
Well, what the hell are they?
8?
Oh,
what? They have 8?
What? Why am I screaming at your phone? They can't see me. What?
You and Galia start unleashing your art skills like there was no tomorrow. Use more... Oh, that's you. Yeah.
Use more green.
Make it more avant-garde.
Add some flowers!
In a matter of minutes, you're done. It looks weird. I can't put my finger on what exactly it is. The exhibition owner
deserve this, says
back,
Andrew.
And he doesn't seem happy. What's this?
It's art.
I told you to replicate the well-known art piece Saturn devouring his son, and this is
a
Capri salad.
Miranda should pay him. She has money.
Yeah, right?
She should fix this for you. That's not cool. She's the one that ruined it.
Oh, yeah, that's why it seemed weird.
You know, a Capri salad definitely isn't a painting. I'm vastly underwhelmed.
The exhibition owner feels you've humiliated yourself enough that you've paid the price of the piece in shame. Okay, you get to leave.
She's the one that censored it.
But the looks of your friends clearly tell you that both you and Galia have lost 2 charm and 1 fun.
Oh, am I at the top? Charm 6. Oh, you need more fun, babe.
Oh.
Let's trade places. Everyone choose something cool. Say your choice out loud. Something. Ice cubes!
Really? I'm gonna go with vodka. Player order decided based on how important it would be to bring the selected thing to our first Mars colony.
You win.
Start debating.
You super win this one.
Me, you, Chat. Here we go.
They're saying monkeypox, other side of the pillow, and liquid nitrogen.
Other side of the pillow.
Other side of the pillow would have won.
Yes.
Just as a side note. Okay, so you go first. You need fun.
I need fun.
Especially if you want to get your girl.
Yeah. So this part, I'm going to start skipping. Oh, wait. Everything is fine until Juan, the small magical Latino cat, asks you what you think you're doing. Damn, you didn't remember you suck at dancing. But you decided to go all in and pretend it's a new dance move, apparently called the Groovy Musaka. Juan looks at you and he asks you to teach him the Groovy Musaka.
Teach Juan.
In no time, half the party is following your steps, enjoying the Groovy Musaka all together. It's a party to remember. I gained 2 fun and a cool story to tell my grandkids someday.
Polly grabs you by the arm.
Uh-oh.
What's about to happen?
But of course, she doesn't stop dancing for even a second.
Yo, this party was super crazy. For like the first 15 minutes, now it's just like regular crazy, which is fine, but I want to take it to the next level, you know? I want this party to be criminally insane. I want it to be a danger to itself and others. I want psychiatrists to prescribe medication to this party, and then I want it to take that medication.
I love Polly. How do you not love her?
I do love Polly.
Okay.
Liam's the only one I don't like. Are you with me? Obviously you're with me. I'm hot, and hot people are always right. So how do you take this party up a notch, huh?
Okay. Most normal parties only exist in 4 dimensions, but I've made a machine that will let us party in the 5th dimension. Let's steal a bunch of helicopters, stretch a net between them, and party on that. Boom! Ooh. That sounds like a blast.
That sounds super fun.
I'm not so bold.
Polly's a bitch to you in this game.
I know. I really should just go all in on Vera, but it's not giving me the chance. Polly doesn't even have to tell you how awesome she thinks your plan is. You just look at each other, nod, and head off to steal some helicopters.
That sounds pretty awesome to me.
But it turns out helicopters are way hard to fly. There's all these buttons and knobs. You finally make it back to the rave, but by then your helicopters are out of gas.
Yeah. So what now? We just put a net on the ground and party surrounded by broken down helicopters? If I wanted to do that, I'd throw a party at the helicopter graveyard. I hate that place.
Right now, you feel like the only real helicopter graveyard is the helicopter graveyard inside your heart. You lose 2 charm and 1 boldness. I am getting my butt kicked.
You are.
All right, your turn.
You're at fun. Yes. Where would Scott... You know, send me to the gym.
Look at that face. An epic dodgeball match takes place. Miss Battle, you spot a fellow player that seems utterly discouraged. She thinks she's not worth anything at dodgeball, and she attempts to throw the ball at herself. You explain to her the many ways you think she's unique and wonderful, while also defending the many pleasures in life. With your help, she's capable of finding reasons to keep playing, and gains a sense of self-worth. You gain +1 BFF. Sadly, she's not a part of this game. That beautiful friendship will have to take place off-screen, and +2 charm.
Let's see, where's my boy? I guess I'm sorry, Chad. If they're throwing Miranda at me, I don't know what to do. They keep giving me her, and I'm not going for her.
I don't think either of us are going to win at this
point. I want Scott! I will be mean, though, and take Miranda if I have to.
Yeah.
Oh, I will.
Okay.
I'll be like Brie if she's out there. Oh, what was me? Alas, and alack a day.
Miranda throwing a hissy fit must be Tuesday. Still, what else are you going to do? Study? Ha.
Oh, hello, don't mind me. I'm simply enduring the most horrible injustice to happen to anyone ever. You shan't believe such cruelty could happen at our own school. But just today, Mrs. the Loch Ness Monster told me that I shall be receiving a B+ in her class. A B+? And all because I seldom attend? Does she not understand the importance of my daily royal manicures? Such a horrible grade would surely cause father to cease paying for my seahorse insurance as punishment, and then how shall suitors call upon me? Oh, the tragedy! If only someone would knew of a way I could, I don't know, perhaps, break into Principal Giant Spider's office, assess his private computer, and alter my grade.
Stick a web of flies outside the principal's office when he goes out to eat. We sneak in to cheat. Or burst into tears. Spiders hate tears.
Shit. What is a Miranda answer?
I think this is one more like which of your traits is going to be the better bet.
That's true. I'm going to say the first one. Sorry, Wicket. You're probably right.
Oh, you're so smart.
My ladies in waiting are expert lace makers. I'm sure they shall have no problem dropping everything in order to detain a variety of bugs.
Indeed they don't, or are too terrified to object, and they create a sticky, gooey web. Principal Giant Spider emerges to gorge on dung beetles that still smell of shit, which is apparently a thing spiders like. You and Miranda sneak into his office and, using the skills you learned in Cyber Terrorism 101, hack into the files in no time.
Oh, look at that! I have an A+. I guess underestimated my own amazingness. I am very surprised by this development. I suppose as long as we're here, I might as well fill this thumb drive with top secret school security footage. No reason.
That seems on the level. Definitely don't ask any follow-up questions. Just gain +3 charm.
Guys, I think I have the most charm if it ever comes up.
And be cool. Yeah.
Alright, chat, where the hecky are you going?
So, options are the auditorium to gain some creativity, to the library to gain some money, or to the bathrooms to gain some boldness, or to the class to spend some of that money.
Yes. Bathroom, says Wicked. We let Andrew pick last time. I don't think we've let...
Andrew also says bathroom. We haven't let Wicked pick,
Wicked pick at all, yeah.
Looks like we have contestants for bathrooms. Let's go to the bathrooms.
Let's do it. I think we should go for the Snake Lady. I don't think we'll have a chance with Miranda, the Princess, says Regina. Unfortunately, I think you're right. I think the game's throwing Miranda.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna have to keep trying for Vera
too.
Because I'm getting my butt kicked on Polly.
But Polly keeps showing up for you.
Yeah.
So play your cards for both.
Yeah.
But as of right now, I think I have to go for Miranda unless Scott somehow makes his way into my life.
You want the world to know how reckless you are for the rest of eternity, so you do some graffiti on the wall. No way!
Oh my goodness.
The graffiti says, I'm bold as fuck. And you know what? It turns out the wall is a magical wall that grants wishes. Holy shit. What a wall. A deep voice resounds from within the walls and says, well, not bold as fuck, but maybe a bit bold. And then you gain +2 boldness. Oh boy, that's an opinionated wall. Anyway, lucky you. You see Miranda, Polly, Vera, and Damien all crowding around the bathroom mirror. Can't a monster take a shit in peace at this school?
Your brows are just short, maybe on fleek. They're a millimeter off fleek. Maybe your snake's got in the way? This coming from someone whose face is see-through. How can we tell if that's your highlight or the headlights of an oncoming train?
Oh, damn.
Oh, please. You wouldn't know a good contour if it punched you in the throat.
Damn, these girls are vicious. And a really good contour can actually do that. I like to start with a palette of complementary colors for my skin tone. Blood red, baby flesh pink, bloodshot crimson. And then, you know what those are, guys? For those of you who are Warhammer fans like me, those are all totally the names of paints from Games Workshop. Prove me wrong. Alright, blood red, baby flesh pink, bloodshot crimson, and then do a basic blend with the soft-boiled chimera egg. What? It's called technique, fuckers!
Like showing these bitches up.
Doing amazing makeup is like punching someone's face with beauty.
I'm sorry, I was reading chat.
Mm-hmm.
I just do not see the use in putting so much time and energy into painting someone's face. Is that not what we all have makeup slaves for? Miri, no. At least we know we're both more competent than Miranda.
Ooh. And worse than me.
Not that that's saying much of... I'm using fucking what's-her-face's voice. There needs to be a way of settling who's the best of makeup.
Both Vera and Polly look expectantly at you.
Oh my gosh, is this your...
No, this is chat.
This is chat.
So chat.
Alright.
Number 1, visit the dungeons of Letnom, Sumerian god of makeup, wherein lies the legendary orb of Lincoln, which coincidentally can tell who's the best at makeup, or make up this potato to see who can produce the prettiest potato.
I'm the prettiest potato.
Yes, you are. Are we going for prettiest potato or the Sumerian god of makeup?
My sister calls me potato.
Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm. Yeah, she would. If Schlee's out there, we miss you.
Me too. So, Regina's thinking 1.
Honestly, I think Warhammer fans would lean towards 1. It just seems more their speed.
It does. It definitely does. I think that's a bold check, though.
Yes, it could be. Boldness 7. Prettiest potato is probably charm or creativity. You don't want to accidentally dip your toes into charm at this stage, right?
Go bold or go scavin. Little babies.
I'm not going to tell her how to pronounce it. We're going to keep calling them little babies.
Skaven.
Shh. Scavin.
I did it the right way?
Yeah, scavin.
Babies.
Little babies.
I like posing as them.
Alright.
Sorry.
So I think we're going to go with 1. Alright, here we go. Yeah. The Sumerian god of makeup. Boom.
Skaven.
Oh, Regina.
What?
Fuck yeah! Dungeon time!
Yeah, sure. This sounds super stupid and irresponsible. Just my jam. Not mine. What are you, a chicken? Plop, plop, plop. Chickens don't make that sound, but okay, let's go to those stupid dungeons so that stupid orb can tell you I'm better than you at makeup.
Yeah! I love dungeons! I'm coming too!
I don't do dungeons. Dungeons are for commoners and people with that weird leather-based sense of fashion. Bye. She legitimately just bye.
Damien, Vera, Polly, and you enter the dungeons and live all kinds of magic adventures until you finally manage to get the Orb of Lincoln.
Garbage. Hey, you, Mr. Orb, tell us which of us is the best at makeup.
The orb illuminates itself with an eerie, dim purple light. A voice comes from the depths of your own hearts. If it's not Damien, I'm going to be mad.
I better be Damien.
Who's the best of you at makeup? It's Damien.
Bye.
The orb levitates over your heads and implodes.
Look at
on
that
itself.
jawline, to be fair. No! Damien, you ruined it!
Yeah. Bye, losers!
Well, I guess we'll never know who's the best of us at makeup. Yeah, but who cares? Dungeon crawling has been a great bonding experience. Now I appreciate you more, and you too, chat.
Good job, chat.
Agree, I appreciate you two more too. Not Damien. He can be a jerk sometimes. A makeup genius jerk.
You dungeon crawl your way out of the dungeon, making your experience extra bonding. Great! You gain +2 fun and +1 boldness.
Good job, guys.
Alright, let's trade places.
Okay.
Player order is decided based on how early you would die during a zombie apocalypse. Start debating now. I beat you. You would die well before I would. Oh, yeah.
This is where we break up.
Oh, no, it's not even... I'm not even...
Wow, underestimates me.
Absolutely. In Zombie Apocalypse, yeah, you're not laughing.
I watch more horror movies than you do.
Okay.
I know more people who know things.
You tell me which of us would die first in the zombie apocalypse.
I mean, probably me. But
That's what I thought.
But my survival would be better than yours.
1, 2, 3.
Guys, who do you think would survive?
You agreed with me, though.
Only because I would fall asleep at the wrong time, or like, I don't know, fucking have my heart out and feel bad for killing a zombie. Like, it's still living somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the?
Alright, so I'm going first.
Oh no.
Looks like I'm going to the Vera Poly table. Or should we go?
I'll go there.
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
You take your seat, and if you didn't know any better, you would say that it seems like Vera and Polly are almost more interested in their phones than they are in you. And you do know better, and you know that, yes, this is exactly what's happening right now.
It's nothing personal, Yarlius.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that Polly and I are very engrossed in texting our financial slave. Yeah, it's pretty hard to compete with some guy whose fetish is buying anything you want. That's my fetish, too. Not buying things for people. Having people buy things for me, duh. Good thing he's rich enough to take care of both of us. You know what they say, true friendship is sharing secrets and financial slaves. Still, I do worry that this arrangement might not be sustainable. What happens if he runs out of money? Our cash flow instantly stops. Besides being handed everything you want on a platter, in this case, the platter being an online money transferring platform, is almost boring. Yeah, I get that. It's a little less boring when you're on as much acid as I am right now, but I see what you mean. If we could somehow turn this into a business venture, then maybe it would be, or would get interesting, and we could continue to profit even after he's gone broke from catering to our every whim. I mean, how interesting do you think business actually is? Since he's so obsessed with us, we should just tell him to do something totally insane and see if he does it. I don't know, weirdo giving away his money and getting into hijinks is great and all, but I want to start making real money. And I think money is fine and all, but my favorite currency is chaos.
Seems like the ladies are at a very exciting crossroads. Maybe a random bystander can give them a nudge in the right direction.
Good luck.
Tell them to marry a llama!
Well, that's Polly.
Yeah.
Hard Polly right there.
But you can easily grow this arrangement into a business. Just escalate and delegate. Have the financial slave go and acquire his own financial slave to give him money, and have that financial slave go and find a financial slave, etc., etc., etc. I'm going to go with this one because, obviously, I do think I need to move for Vera at this stage, because the only thing I have going for me is smarts and money. And that is how she did it. They're all going llama, but honestly, this late in the game...
You're going to go for Vera. I understand. I really get it. Aha! That would increase our income exponentially immediately, which are two of my absolute favorite adverbs when it comes to monetary gain. I mean, one financial slave between the two of us is already strangely a lot to handle, so managing an army of them sounds draining. But as long as it's pyramid scheme and we're at the top of the pyramid, where we don't have to actually deal with these lowlifes, who cares? Meh. I think I'll just go check my toilet line. Don't worry about her. Polly wouldn't know a good business idea if it slapped her on the ass. Which happened one time, actually, but it's a long story, so forget it. Anyway, we can tell people in order to become official certified financial slaves, they have to buy a kit of supplies. And they'll start as dirt slave, and then if they get 5 financial slaves under them, they can become a pathetic ground slave. And then they can work their way all the way up to gold, diamond, platinum, Scalco, Mocha, Grand Supreme slave. This was a great idea, guys. I can't talk tonight, I'm sorry. We should go write the business plan together and prepare to profit.
Oh my god, she wants to write a business plan
do
with
it,
me?
Do it!
Ooh, did Vera just say she wants to profit with you? Holy shit. Vera sharing her
Mr.
cash flow is like third base for her.
Mr. Steal Your Jarl.
Yeah. Sorry.
He's trying to steer a girl. They're mad at you. Alright, I know I want to go for Scott, but give me my Prince Boy because you do it so well.
You're just about to take a bite of your sandwich when some douchebag rips a hole in the fabric of reality. It is I, the interdimensional prince! I have searched far and wide for a hero capable of solving a most fiendish riddle for me, the riddle of How to get my TV to switch from HDMI 1 to HDMI 2. I've tried everything short of actually using the remote control. You heave a deep sigh and accompany the prince to his dimension where you solve his problem by using the remote control. You truly are both wise and generous. As a thank you, please allow me to teach you one of my kingdom's customary rituals. Perhaps laser communion might interest you, or reverse baptism, or eggs. The choice is yours. Fuck that, let's make up our own ritual, or how about the ritual where you give me a pile of money and go away?
Make up our own ritual.
We have a ritual for this, the ritual of making up rituals. It's why we have so many dumb and bad rituals. First, we get incredibly high on interdimensional weed. Then we pretty much do whatever we want, and then make it illegal for people not to do that thing once a year. Sounds good to you. You guys get ripped and invent a holiday called Shrimp Christmas. Yes! It's Christmas, but everybody just gets stockings full of shrimp delivered by a giant shrimp.
That sounds fucking amazing.
It becomes so popular that it leaks over into your dimension where it replaces actual Christmas.
Where was that creativity when we needed it?
Yeah. You gain +4 creativity.
Yay. I don't get my boy, but whatever.
Chat, you're going to this table, I do believe.
Unless you want to talk to Scott or Liam or buy something. Well, jeez Louise.
I know what they want.
I hope you're wrong.
No sooner have you sat
Especially
down
since you don't believe in my
Damien
zombie skills.
and Miranda's table, then a haunting melody fills the air. It is a melody of cold northern peaks, of glowing sweetness, of a supple bovine teat. The song of the ice cream. Oh, that's not Damien.
The ice cream wizard, he bellows. You were so excited.
Okay, in my defense, Damien's picture is right above the line, and he always speaks in all caps.
The ice cream wizard!
He's here! He's here! I'm gonna eat so much ice cream, and then puke on someone I don't like.
Oh goodness, the ice cream wizard only comes but once per solstice, during the hour of the ascended pancake.
You see an old dude in a floppy blue hat pushing a refrigerated cart with
this shit magic
painted on the side. Ugh, so many great options to choose. Should you get a Magma bar, Brain Destroyer, Chocolate Boomstick? What about Fear of Death, a Frozen Cobra, Berserker Berry Blitz?
Berserker Berry. Blah, blah, blah. The wizard's frozen treats invariably turn me into a frog for some reason. Perhaps I have Polly's voice right now. Perhaps I simply have not tried the right one yet. But which should I try? If only someone would suggest a solution to what is truly the most difficult problem I've ever faced.
Try those sugar-basted Prince lips, or beat him up and take all his ice cream.
Alright, so, clearly, one of these is for Miranda, one of these is for Damien.
Yeah.
Do you want more booze?
No, I'm good. One is Miranda. Regina actually said 2.
You want to pick 2? Okay, well, Andrew, does that mean you want one, or does that mean you just know who that is? Wait, yeah, 2 is for Damien.
Yeah, they're saying go for Miranda. Yeah, okay. Try the sugar-based Prince lips. Regina is tricky. Go one. Alright. But of course, oh, that's you. That's totally you.
But of course, I always have to find a prince to kiss me out of being a frog. Why not cut out the middleman?
Prince lips? Gross. I've already got a pair of those attached to my face.
What? Where?
Here. Where my mouth is.
Wait, Damien, you're a prince? But you hide it so well.
Gee. Thanks. But Miranda's not paying attention. She's already traded the ice cream wizard several gold ingots for a pair of sugar-basted Prince lips.
Oh my, I can taste the enchantment already.
Miranda finishes the Prince lips in 3 graphic smooches. Afterwards, her lips are pretty cold, and she invites you to help warm them up.
Good job, guys.
Let's trade places. Everybody chooses an animal. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking.
Platypus.
Llama. Player order to decide based on how cute a video where a charming cat becomes friends with the selected animal would be.
Platypus
Start debating now. Llama.
And they look
Llama.
like fake characters.
Llama.
They look fake. Platypus look fake.
How many cute llama pictures do I need to send
How
you?
many cute platypus pictures do I need to send you?
Platypuses are mean and poisonous.
You're mean and poisonous. Rude. cat would be a badass.
Please picture llama,
cat
perched on its head.
Picture cat looking at platypus in water and the little snoot stretching like that.
And then the platypus is going to poison the cat.
I'm going to poison you.
The llama is not going to poison the cat.
I'm still stuck on this zombie thing.
You agreed with me. You agreed.
Andrew is so set on him winning right now. I am from Australia and I can say with authority that cats and platypus would be way cuter. Except platypus will scratch the cat with poisonous claws. Wicked, you stay out of this. Okay, what is a pangolin? Pangolin?
Pangolin.
Pangolin?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, they are pretty cute.
Listen, platypi are fucking
adorable.
Have you ever seen a baby platypi?
Let's give this to the chat.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so the chat will go first this time.
Hold on a second. Alright, you guys win.
Alright, so but who wins between Tate and I? Which one is second?
Baby platypi are like this big and they're
I can't believe you're arguing
cute.
against llamas though.
Llamas are adorable, but platypi are like little fake animals. They're fake.
So they're not real?
Which makes them 10 times cuter.
But llama.
Platypi.
They
literally have like a beaver's tail, a duck's mouth, a fucking otter's body.
Ducks go against your argument because they are fucking terrifying.
Ducks are so cute. They're scary, but they're also cute.
Do you know?
Llamas do spit, and platypi is what Andrew says. And Wicked's also agreeing with me.
Do you know about...
I've been bit by a duck.
But do you know about...
They have teeth.
Duck mating?
Do you know about duck mating?
I do. It is one of the most terrifying things in the world.
They do have poisonous claws, but just imagine a little baby platypi like snuggled up to a kitty cat.
I have to break her innocence later and show her what happens when a duck boy and a duck girl decide to make duck babies.
Is it a lot of flailing?
Oh, it is worse than that. It is terrible.
They need those claws to survive. They're not poisonous because they want to be poisonous. They need to be poisonous so that how fake they are keeps them alive in this fucked up world.
All right, chat. What is it? Did platypi? I'm saying okay, fine. Platypi wins. Fine. I'm upset by this.
Listen, I would have won anyway because I was gonna pick hedgehog.
All right, chat. You go first. You have all the options available.
We a duck, otter, snake, or a spitting hairy half horse.
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 It's a horse.
Horse.
Where are you going?
So you guys need charm. I would suggest charm.
I think at this stage.
So Andrew said charm.
Charm.
Mhm.
That's Jim, right?
So did Regina. Charm is
Jim.
Yes.
That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place, but the match isn't as important as the human interactions within it. You're at your peak when you decide to go for the overkill and wink at one of your teammates. He's totally mesmerized. It's the most epic wink ever. Damn, you know how to win over people's hearts. You gain +2 charm. You run into Miranda accidentally. It's clumsy.
She's playing all of us. Jesus.
Kind of cute and romantic. For a second, you suspect she rehearsed it.
Hi, it's so funny running into you here. So random. Anyway, I've been wondering. I got my weekly allowance today, but I can't come up with anything fun to do. It's not much, just $1 million, but perhaps we could come up with something together.
Ooh. Something practical and yet amusing. A purge of your political opponents. Or, I'd like to know more about you. Let's hire peasants to sing your story. One or two.
Well, I know the right answer for this one.
Whisper it to me, because I don't know. Really? Good point. Good point. Okay.
Peasant song, says Andrew. Regina says 1. Regina says, I remember this. She doesn't like peasants or think peasants are good enough. She watched our video. Alright, I'm sorry. We're going to go with Regina, guys, because she actually remembers it from our video. I'm playing teacher
so
right
smart.
Now.
That's hard to do with
But she saved you guys. That was the right choice.
Although we can do a purge
on a dime. We'll have to get creative. Enlist homeless spies. Bash descendants with sticks.
Dissidents.
Dissidents. Do you want to be Miranda?
No.
Let's do it all night with daggers while they sleep.
Your first date, and it's at night? Way to go. You gain +2 boldness and +1 smarts.
Let's go. Send me to the bathroom. That's fun, right? No, that was boldness.
That was boldness.
Fuck it, let's go get some bold stuff.
That day, visit the bathrooms to take a number 2. Don't worry, there won't be an illustration of that specific moment. Thing is, you make one of the boldest decisions in your life. You don't put paper on the toilet seat before using it. Look at you, you crazy bastard. You gain +2 boldness and it probably +1 staphylococcus with a slight chance of +1 STD.
Oh, we're really gonna get late at this prom. Oh my word, what a wonderful, beautiful, exciting day. I hope someone can share my joy. My great aunt sea monster, unholy terror, McCracken face of Cthulhu, has received an award for her work with shipwrecks. She's now one of their leading causes. I want to send her my congratulations, but no one from the Postal Service will go anywhere near her lair for fear of their lives. Oh, if only some brave hero would volunteer to deliver this important and time-sensitive missive. Why is a letter of congratulations so time-sensitive, you ask? Well, it's because of, well, you see, it's that these are very special congratulations with instructions to do something congratulatory for herself, you know. Just get her the letter.
There's something fishy about this request, but you've never let that stop you before. You come up with a foolproof plan. Hire Scuba, the underwater taxi service, to deliver the letter for you, or dynamite the toilet, dive into the sewer, and swim there yourself. Bold, I think, and money.
Pick the dynamite one.
So bold. If you want something done right and there's absolutely no way to pawn it off on someone else, you do it yourself. You grab the stick of dynamite you won from Damien in a game of multiplayer solitaire and head to the bathroom.
I'm sorry, guys, I'm not stealing Miranda on purpose.
From an environmentalist standpoint, it's probably not great that the school's sewer system leads directly to the heart of the ocean, but it's great for your purposes. You swim all the way to the lair of Great Aunt Sea Monster Unholy Terror McCracken Face O Cthulhu. Who you must admit looks fantastic for a beast of a certain number of centuries. You give her the letter and crawl back up the toilet before you can find out what she means by stay for dinner. A few days later, you see the fruits, Dermere, of your labor.
Thank you so much for getting my letter to Aunt Sea Monster. She said she would act on it immediately. Act on the congratulations that I sent by thanking me, which she did. So it's all over and neatly wrapped on now. Nothing further happening here.
Yep, seems entirely legit. Glad you swam down a toilet for whatever totally above-board operation is going on here. You gain +2 charm and +1 boldness.
I'm gonna end up going to the prom by myself.
Alright, I am not in a good way with charm or fun. Is it... I have not been able to figure this algorithm out.
Where they usually land?
Right,
Yeah, well, I thought Scott was gonna be at gym and he wasn't, remember?
No, I mean, the algorithm of, like, what gets you to be successful. And...
I think it's literally chance and...
based off of, like, how many points you have or
yep,
whatever.
Yep.
But I'm thinking if I just go all in on money, which is what Vera loves the most...
Yeah.
Like, that'll give me more of a shot.
But do you have to buy something for her?
No.
Or?
No.
She also is, like, a business ethic, you know?
So, I'm thinking either, like, upping one of my 2 that are already really good.
Okay, so go big or go home then. Get
okay.
Money.
Alright. Hey there, cutie pie, I found your pro. Let's chat hard. Okay. That day, you spent some time on the library's PCs, sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose -10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares? And you gain +2 money. Soon after, you hurry away to join Vera for an after-school rendezvous. She's arranged a romantic evening at the Stock Exchange. There you are.
Do you see this? We should have a count for something like this.
I'm just so used to reading
by
everything.
yourself. I know. He's so used to being a star. There you are. I'm so happy you've joined me here that I have momentarily forgotten my hatred for all beings. You? What? You thought we were going to dinner? No, silly. How am I supposed to make a profit at dinner? If you're hungry, just eat some money. There's plenty of it lying around. Look, I invited you here because I wanted to share something really special with you. You see all these people here? They're sociopaths screaming at each other in $10,000 suits. This is my family. Well, not literally. I never met my birth parents. It's more like a room full of my worst enemies. But what's family after all? But a room full of your enemies. Anyway, enough chit-chat. The real reason I brought you here was to help me make money. Make with the stock tips.
You know absolutely nothing about the stock market, but that's never stopped you before.
He's done it 8 times now, said Regina. Are you really counting? Because if you are, you're my hero.
Counting what? Oh, talking over him, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so I tell her, buy one of everything or sell it all. All we need is each other. Ugh, that's never gonna work. I feel like neither of these are going to work.
Oh my god, I'm nervous for you.
Sell it all we need is each other? Bullshit. She'd hate that.
I don't think she's gonna like either one of these.
I don't think so either. So that one's like, the second one's gotta be like charm or something, right?
Or bold. One of them's bold, one of them has to be charm.
I don't have
fun.
either of them. None of these are good for me.
Christ.
Unless buy one of everything is money.
Do buy one of everything.
One
of everything? How could you be so brilliant?
I can't believe that worked.
Good job. If I buy one of every stock, no matter which one goes up, I'll have to share it. The share of it. My profits are assured. Wait, what are you doing over there? Tearing off that stockbroker's suspenders? Are you? My god, you're even cleverer than I thought. You didn't mean I should buy one of every stock. You meant I should buy one of everything. And you didn't mean buy, you meant steal. You, sir, your pants, give them to me. Don't argue with me. I have snakes for hair.
You and Vera dash around the room stealing suit jackets, gold watches, silk underwear, and a very nice potted plant.
I've never felt more alive.
Did you know that 90% of paper money contains traces of cocaine? There was more than money in that money salad you guys just ate. You gained +2 creativity and +1 money.
That worked out really well.
Wow.
The monster pumped.
Alright, chat gets to pick first.
Yeah. Go ahead, chat. Pick who you want to go out with.
You have 7 options. You have Damien, Polly, Scott, Vera, Miranda, Liam, or none of them. Miranda, they're saying.
Oh dear, Miranda. Is what Regina said. Andrew's saying Miranda.
Moment of truth, chat.
Miranda, but I'm not sure we'll make it. And then Wicked says Vera. It's probably not going to happen, but we haven't really talked to anyone else either.
Yeah.
That's a mood.
Alright.
I want it, Scott. Believe me, I want it, Scott.
Boom! Here we go. Alright. Who are you asking then?
I'm sorry, chat. I'm gonna ask her too.
Boom! Alright, my turn. Vera.
Hi.
I think nobody is getting anyone. I think nobody's gonna win here. Alright, so this is chat. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you.
That's disgusting! I think if it was a brother. Actually, we royalty are very into incest, so let me correct that. I think if he was a highly unattractive...
Oh, damn.
I must decline.
Who needs prom? You focused on your career goal of becoming a renowned surgeon. You studied hard and passed all the tests. Unfortunately, no hospital wanted to hire you because it turns out that going to prom with a cool date is an essential requirement on a surgeon's resume. And so you never got a job, and in the end you became homeless. Don't even dare to think of the Monster Prom isn't important.
This is why we should never date fish.
My turn. You finally plug up your courage and ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you. You're asking me to go... did
You're
it
asking
again.
me to go to prom with you?
9. Here we go. Okay.
Sorry, I'm focusing on my career. My career is not dating losers like you. Mm-hmm. Bye, loser.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. You moved on from this horrible and shameful failure. You became a functional person, and eventually you met a sweet banshee called Ash. You shared lots of common interests, and after dating for some years, you married. One day, in the middle of a casual conversation, you mentioned how you couldn't get a date for Monster Prom. Despite your years of happiness, your marriage couldn't endure such a pathetic revelation, and so Ash abandoned you the next day. And thus, you lived the rest of your life alone and sad. Never forget, Monster Prom is the most important thing.
Prom? Sure. How can I say no to my beautiful accomplice? What do I mean by accomplice? I mean, it was clear all this time, right? I stole some eggs from that sea monster. Then my serfs cooked an omelet with... And you took pictures of the water polo team eating it. And remember when we totally stole the addresses of the whole team from Principal Giant Spider's computer? Such good times.
Those were connected events?
Apparently. Then it was just a matter of delivering the pictures and the addresses of the sea monster, who by calculations will soon be hunting of all of those unpolite peasants down. She's fucking psychotic and I love her. They rejected me, and I am sure it has always been clear that you do not reject Miranda Vanderbilt. So, in a way, it was sort of all of them, right? It has been so sweet of you, my charming knightness in shining armor. Knightist in shining armor.
Damn.
This is a hitting ending. Thank you.
It is a hidden ending.
Thank you. Listen, it's really important that I won this because I have been trying to get Miranda since I got okay, true story, I've been trying to get Scott, but my friend took Scott, so I was like, alright, I'll get Miranda. And she stole Miranda from me. So I've played this game a dozen of times, and I have not gotten Miranda, so this is a big moment for me.
Good job.
Thank you.
You feel a bit bad, both for being an accomplice to multiple manslaughter, and for feeling weirdly aroused by Miranda's ruthlessness.
Mood.
But love is blind, so a date it is. You have a delightful evening. In the end, isn't that what counts? Isn't it? By the end of it, Miranda even invites you to her house to show you the corpses of the water polo team, which she's had stolen from their funerals.
Oh my god!
Whoa!
Excuse me for a second. I know Bree's not out there, but hey, Bree.
Boom.
Thanks, guys. Well.
You're still troubled by the fact that kind of excites you, but obviously Miranda isn't troubled about being excited by a successful, merciless vendetta.
She's insane. She seems like she's a sweet thing.
There's blood on her.
But she's fucking insane.
So you end up celebrating your victory and feasting over what's left of her enemies. That's a
Miranda's not a
ending.
fish. Confirmed.
You were voted most likely to start a cult, and Miranda's quote is, what? Why can't I use my quoting surf for this quote? How disastrous. Alright, I did not see that being a secret ending.
I didn't either. I'm really...
Wow. None of them seemed related at all.
That's insane.
Usually they make it very obvious
like
that they're connected.
Yeah.
Alright, well, okay. That was cool. And this is on my account, so I get the benefit
Good
for
job.
it. Yeah. Thank you, Chad.
Thanks, Chad.
For not getting Miranda.
I'm gonna go after the big titty goth girl eventually.
Those 2 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Miranda started a non-profit to help countries without a monarchy, because all countries should have the right to be graciously ruled by the Mer Kingdom. Vera built the Oberlin Empire into endless greatness. They own a shameless number of companies. It's known that they're also into lots of sketchy businesses. But no one does anything about it. I mean, who the hell would try to stop Vera Oberlin? Scott became an athlete not so long ago. He won a prestigious national award for being the best at doing sports. For those 2 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom night might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start.
This was fun.
Mm-hmm. It was very fun.
And there's multiple endings. There's like 200 or something?
I forgot to look at that.
There's 200 plus
Spooky
endings.
Guy.
I want to meet them. And there's also DLC that we are going to eventually look into. Who's she? Hello.
Poison Ivy.
Mm.
I like him. Yeah, I like him too. Some of these events I actually know a little bit about.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've seen the fork one before.
Yeah. Yep.
thanks for coming, guys. I'd like to do this one again sometime.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
If you guys are interested in that, we can make you the hot fire girl for Regina next time.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't go after Miranda. This was not intentional. I had every
Yeah, but you got the secret ending,
thing.
so I'm
That's true.
happy.
But
happy
I wanted
that.
this stupid wolf baby.
Mm-hmm. You're never going to get Scott.
I'm not.
Never going to give Scott up. They're going to let
Scotty
Scott
doesn't know.
That's a good one.
I'm glad you guys came. I hope you liked it. I'm gonna look into the DLC. But there's like so many endings we don't need the DLC anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 300 endings and you haven't met half of the characters. There's the goth girls.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Wolfpack.
The Wolfpack boys.
The coach.
They didn't even meet the shopkeeper.
The merchant.
The coach is a big one.
The coach is fun. I have never met the little goopy guy with the
Me
baseball
neither.
bat.
I've been
never
wanting
met
to meet
him.
him.
You've unlocked 7 new images in the gallery.
Do you want to go check that out real quick?
Sure.
Oh, I went the wrong way. Well, we're just gonna
okay.
can it here.
Never mind.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, guys.